Hi everybody, Yeli from Serenity by Yeli here, and today I want to show you how to use a chakra board to balance your chakras. And if you'd like to purchase this whole kit that you see here, I will leave the link down below in my shop, but I will also leave the link just to the digital download file, because if you already have a pendulum, if you already have some chakra stones, then you might just want to do a digital download and print it yourself. And you don't have to laminate it, but the kit that I do sell in my shop is laminated. And this is 8.5 by 11 letter size paper. So let's start. As always, the first thing to do is to set intentions, say a little prayer of gratitude for all the healing that's going to take place, and make sure you attune yourself. If you're going to do this for yourself, then you're already attuned to yourself. But if you do Reiki or some type of distance healing and you want to do this for somebody else, be sure to attune to that person, open up your Reiki symbols, do whatever you want. So once we've done that, and I'm going to backtrack a little bit. The very first thing you want to do is cleanse yourself energetically and cleanse the area where you are, as well as the area where the person that is going to receive the chakra balancing is. And that person can be with you, or it can be a distance chakra balancing as well. In my shop, the set includes 2 sets of chakra stones. We only need 1, but for the sake of the video, so I don't have to like start separating them all, I'm just gonna attune them both. And I like to do some Reiki here and ask the stones to be attuned to the person who's going to receive this chakra balancing healing. And I should get these as well, because you want all your stones to be there. And just connect them, attune them to the person, and set your intentions. And once you've done that and you feel comfortable that that process is done, just go ahead and put the chakra stones where they go. So for crown chakra, we have amethyst, and for the third eye, we have lapis lazuli. I'm sorry, I moved this. And I include amazonite for the throat chakra, and green aventurine for the heart chakra, citrine for solar plexus chakra. And here's the thing, whether it's heat treated amethyst or real citrine, for this healing that we're doing is totally fine, because chakras work with colors, and this is kind of like a chromotherapy chakra balancing mixed together. So as long as it's yellow, we're good. And then carnelian for your sacral chakra, and last but not least, we're going to do red jasper for the root chakra. And I'm going to set these other stones aside. And then I'm going to also open up this little pouch. I also like to add these stones, and I'm going to show you what I do with these. So for the black tourmaline, I like to set it over here so that it goes kind of like where the earth star chakra goes. And I'm going to do this one, the clear quartz, up here as well. And then I'm just going to have the selenite and the rose quartz be and this one will be kind of like the equivalent of the soul star chakra, which is above the aura, and this is the aura. And we are going to set the rose quartz and the selenite in the perimeter of the aura. So once we have the board all set up and we've done the attunement process and we've set intentions, we can start. And now we want to attune the pendulum. You can do this separately, or you can do this with the attunement of the rest of the stones. And I do include a 7 chakra pendulum in my kit. However, you could use any type of pendulum that you have. So it doesn't really necessarily have to be a 7 chakra pendulum. However, This pendulum is specifically made to balance your chakras and for chakra health and healing. And as we do for every time we're going to use the pendulum, we kind of have to calibrate our pendulum. So you have to ask a question, whether it's yes or no, so that you kind of know how the pendulum is moving, because typically a yes moves this way and a no this way, and it's sometimes it's very subtle. For some pendulums, it's just going to be a very subtle movement. So once you calibrate your pendulum and you know how your pendulum moves, then you'll know when you're done balancing the chakras, because the first intention that you set, and we go from the root up. So we start balancing the root chakra. Right now, what we are going to do is that we are going to ask for the root chakra to be balanced, and it'll go clockwise or counterclockwise. The pendulum will know, the energy will know if it needs to be activated or if it needs to be balanced, you know, because it's overactive. So if it's depressed, it will activate it, and if it's overexcited, it will just balance it and tone it down a little bit. So for some people, the pendulum goes clockwise and it's activating, and counterclockwise to deactivate. However, I found the other day somebody that said that they did it backwards. I've been doing it this way for over 30 years because that's how I was taught. But I always want to do a little disclaimer that with energy work, you have to do what feels right for you. The beauty about doing this with a pendulum, because if you don't have a pendulum and you know Reiki, you can also just use your finger, but you would need to know what to do. You would need to know if this chakra is overactive, active, or if it's depressed. So the pendulum will take care of this, okay? So right now I say a prayer for the root chakra to be balanced. And then since I do Reiki, I open a Reiki session, which I have here with my hand. And you see the pendulum is not moving at all. So to me, what this means is that the root chakra is okay. It doesn't need any balancing. So we can move on to the next chakra. Now we're going to go to the sacral chakra. And what we're going to do right now is ask for the sacral chakra to be balanced. And it's doing kind of like a very subtle movement. And it's fine, because if you've just done like a Reiki session or some type of session where you've balanced the chakras, this is also a good way to know if a little bit more balancing was needed. So now let's do the solar plexus chakra and let's see what happens with this one. So this one does need some balancing. As you can see, the pendulum is moving, and it is moving clockwise, and it's done. So that was it. I do want to tell you guys that I'm doing this to myself right now, and since I've opened up a Reiki session and I've done Reiki on myself today, they might not be that wonky, but don't get scared if you see like a big movement counterclockwise or clockwise. That's going to be totally fine. And it's fine if you don't need to balance some of the chakras as well. So after the solar plexus is done, we go to the heart chakra, and then we continue doing the same thing. Kind of wants to move, but it doesn't. Okay, so heart chakra is also done. So now we are going to go to the throat chakra. We say a little prayer that the throat chakra is balanced. So yeah, so this might not have been the best example using myself since my chakras are balanced right now, but I kind of, so now let's go to the third eye chakra. Let's get it balanced. Okay, we're good here as well. So now let's do the crown chakra. see if it needs some balancing. Okay, so this one is moving. Needs a little bit of balancing. Not that much. What I like to do after we're done balancing all the chakras, and it's not even terrible that it didn't, not that many chakras needed to be balanced, because then the video would have been longer. I just kind of want to show you guys how to use the board, not necessarily stay here for a whole session with me, because they can get pretty lengthy. I've been balancing a chakra for a few minutes at a time, but what I want to show you guys is once you've done all the chakras and you've ended with your crown chakra, you want to close the aura. You never want to leave an aura open after you've done energy work. So you go counterclockwise, starting from the Earth Star chakra, and you are going to move the pendulum. If it does, sometimes it might move by itself, but if it doesn't, it's fine. And then you're going to repeat to shield, to shield, to shield. And you can do this 3 times, 7 times, or 9 times, whichever feels right for you, or keep on doing it until you feel that it's enough and it's been closed, because you don't want to leave the aura open, like I said. So once you're done doing all this, I like to end with a little prayer of gratitude as well. So then we say thank you for all the healing that's taken place, and we are done. So this is the way that you can use this board. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. And if you have any other tutorials that you would like to see me do, also leave a comment down below. I will be super happy to do that for you. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, hit that subscribe button. If you wanna get a notification anytime that I upload new videos, then hit the notifications button, the little bell button. And again, leave me a comment if there's anything that you'd like me to do. And if you do this, and if you try this, also let me know which chakra was the one that needed a little bit more work with you guys.